Joining me now is former federal prosecutor Jim Trusty. Okay, Jim, this story that we're talking about is about abuse of the secretive FISA court that's meant to catch terrorists. It was turned around to use against a political opposition campaign. Okay, these newly declassified documents show a major rebellion behind the scenes at the Justice Department and the FBI saying to Jim Comey and his team, stop running through the red lights, put the brakes on it, don't do it, there's no there there. You're wiretapping based on Democrat-financed opposition research. So why do they go ahead and do it anyway?
Yeah, because there was a cabal at the top. I mean, that's the problem. The newest thing that I've seen for these disclosures this weekend was a supervisory special agent basically calling foul, saying there's nothing there, there's no reason for this operation to be continuing, there's no evidence to support it, literally to the point where he walks away from the task force. I mean, there's a great moment or a great reminder that there are FBI agents and supervisors with the conscience that Jim Comey and Andy McCabe and Peter Strzok and Lisa Page couldn't seem to find. So the problem is, where do you turn? The director is in on the deceit. The deputy director is, and even the general counsel has a lawyer in it that's perverting emails, turning them 180 degrees on their face to help get the FISA warrant. So it was a pretty lonely protest for that special supervisor.
Let's go. We hear you. Again, this is about misleading the FISA court. It's about also what they didn't tell the FISA court, Jim Comey and his team. Documents show the top Justice Department official overseeing the Trump-Russia probe, his name is Dana Bente, said they knew in early 2017 there's no there there. In July 2016, an FBI agent said in New York said, this is completely, definitely political. The FBI's handler for Christopher Steele, Michael Gaieta, said, watch out, Steele is completely untrustworthy. Another FBI agent, which you point out, quit the Trump-Russia probe because Bill Priestap and Peter Strzok said, no, we're not going to do what you want. We're not going to do a deep dive into Steele's credibility, Jim. When Christopher Steele's own source said there is zero corroboration for this, for what Steele is saying. So, Jim, the FISA court knew none of this. The FBI didn't tell them that. So how did they get a FISA? How could they get a FISA wiretap and not tell the FISA court what their own guys were telling them?
Yeah, well, they can't. I mean, they did, but that's the dishonesty. That's the devastating component to this story is we build a system. We have a tool, this FISA court, that makes sense, if you ask me. It does make sense to have a very nimble, serious, private or confidential court to deal with counter-espionage, terrorism situations. You rely on the FBI with DOJ's help to basically be straight shooters and to do their investigation and present a legitimate package to the court. That did not happen here. And let me just flag, one very precise kind of procedural example of this. When you do any sort of wiretap affidavit and you put information in there like this Russian dossier, it's your obligation as you keep going back to the court and renewing or updating that information to say, hey, we found out we were wrong about something. Well, they knew very early on, maybe before the first application, but certainly by the second or third, that this dossier was funded by Hillary Clinton. It was essentially defamation laundering through GPS and Christopher Steele, that Steele and his subsources were unreliable. And so there was a lot they should have disclosed to the court. Okay. That's one of the big red flags.
We got to watch this. This is about civil liberties. This is about Americans' privacy. Again, these FISA wiretaps are powerful. There's a one-hop, two-jump. In other words, a two-hop, rather. If that person under that wiretap talks to somebody, the person they talk to gets searched on. Their bank records get searched. What they're watching on TV, who they're talking to. Now, James Comey testified that Steele's information was, quote, salacious and unverified. So how did Comey and his team sign off on these powerful FISA wiretaps? I asked because Christopher Steele, Jim Trusty, Christopher Steele testified to a British court that he was paid by Hillary Clinton's team to dig up dirt on Donald Trump in order to overturn the 2016 election if Hillary lost. The FBI guys said this is politicized. Why do they go with it?
Right, because they were politicized. I mean, look, Steele was clearly a political actor. Bruce Orr even warned FBI, hey, Chris is obsessed with seeing Trump lose. Then they dequalify him as an informant because he's going to the media, Mr. Steele, and they still use his information through Bruce Orr. So they were determined to get there no matter how many rules they broke. And that's what I think Durham's got to be focusing on, is these focal points of not validating an ongoing informant with Christopher Steele. That was shut down by struck of being dishonest to the FISA court, not updating the FISA court. A lot of red flags there for him to be looking at.
Okay. Jim Trusty, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.